I felt a little bit of hate in there. I don't know.
Hey, like I need your advice. I want your advice.
All in,
Sing it.
all in.
4K.
Don't embarrass me.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Is it on? The red light?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Welcome to Another Day, Another Way podcast where we get real about college, young adult life, and where every day we try to live in a better way. My name's Jose.
My name.
Wait, can we do that again? Can we do it again? No.
First try.
Do it again.
First
Do
try.
it again.
Welcome to Another Day, Another Way podcast where we get real about college, young adult life, and where every day we try to live in a better way.
Yeah.
My name's Jose.
My name's Marlon.
And I'm Fernanda. Good job.
Thank you. You know,
He
I
got
really
it
tried
down.
that. You know, I really like locked in.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just, you should have seen me.
Oh, I mean, I saw you in 4K.
Anyways, we should have some crickets in there, right? That's crazy. No. There you go. Crickets. There you go. Anyways, all right. So, quick little question. Okay. So, what is like the best advice you ever gotten, or what is one advice that stuck with you throughout your life?
That's good. That's good.
Are you gonna give it, or am I'm gonna give
You
mine?
could give yours.
Okay. Whenever Jose asked us this for the first time, I was thinking, I was like, I can't. Like, there's so many advice, but the first one that popped in my head, it was look both ways before you cross the street. And you know where I learned that from?
Well,
Barney.
okay.
Anyways,
Well, hey, nowadays people cross the street, like especially at college campus, on
Yes.
college campus, like they're just on their phone the whole time, and you're like, dude,
Playing Pokemon.
if you did not, like, if I wasn't very aware of what I was driving, I could hit you.
Yeah.
So people need to look both ways before
some people
crossing.
get mad too. Like, yeah,
I'm
people be
walking
honking
here.
at people like the students. Like, bro, it's
I'm
your fault for
walking
taking
here.
this road at 9:50. Everybody and their mama getting out to go to the next class. What are you doing? But, yeah.
Yeah. So great advice. What about you?
Probably would be like. It's definitely something my mom has always said, like repeatedly.
Okay.
It's nothing is free
Oh.
in this world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's probably just
For me, it was pase la pelota. No sé qué ahí, pase la pelota. That's my dad. He was trying to tell me you gotta, whenever you speak with people, you gotta look them in the eye, and you gotta pass the ball. If they ask you a question, you answer it, and you ask them another question, you pass the ball back.
Exactly. That's how good conversations are made.
Pase la pelota. Pase la pelota.
I thought you were talking about like pass the ball.
No, I don't
take
pass the ball.
Pass the ball. No. Take the
No.
ball. Pass the ball.
No.
Well, that's great advice, though. Like, they literally made us get in a circle with my mom, dad, Jose, and I, and we would have an actual ball and start, like, throwing it. And, like, I would ask a question, would throw it to Jose, and, like, Jose would have to answer, and then he would ask me a question. So I think it helped me a lot. I know that it definitely, I don't know, would you say it helped you?
Yeah, it did. Because especially now, like in college and stuff, like if you like compare like old Jose, like high school Jose, and then like college Jose, is like not the same guy.
How
I-
was
I
high
speak
school
a lot.
Jose?
Jose?
Yeah.
High school Jose?
Yeah.
Jose? He was a Jose.
Okay.
We had chemistry together.
Oh,
You
yeah.
and Marlon?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
chemistry was something else.
Well, y'all were friends already, but
Acquaintances.
Acquaintance.
Max.
in high school, y'all were already friends.
It's because we started having soccer together, so that's
Yeah.
why we.
Yeah.
It was raps after that.
Yeah. So great advice. We've received great advice. Have you followed it so far?
I like to think so.
It's just automatic now. It's just like, I'm good.
It's
How
built
are
in.
you? Yeah. It's just like,
It's in the blood.
yeah. He's going to pass it down to his kids.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah, para la pelota, hombre.
Take the ball, pass the ball.
No se queda ahí, hombre. Para la pelota.
Mom and dad said it with love.
I felt a little bit of hate in there. I don't know.
I said.
No, that's not true.
Don't embarrass me.
Anyway, what's it?
All right. So, anyways, we all got advice. So, how did y'all like growing up? Like everybody has like issues that they have to like fix. You know, like maybe with friends and stuff. Like
Wow.
you got school problems and stuff. Like how do y'all like go about like handling y'all's like problems?
Growing up.
Yeah. Or right now. Because, you know, sometimes, like, me personally, like, let's say, like, I need, like, some help, like, in school or something. Like, I'll ask, like, my friends, like, Julia, I'll ask her and stuff. She's like, oh, you, like, do this and this. And that. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, stuff like that. Or, like, with, like, instruments, I asked, like, this dude from, about the instruments. And he
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
explains it to me. I was like, okay, yeah.
So you have specific people that you go for for specific advice. Yeah, if it's like for like financial advice, I always ask my dad. For relationship, like friendship advice, I asked my mom, and I like advice. So I asked my best friend Mallory. Shout out to you, Mallory. So I always ask Mal, and then I ask my parents, or maybe I ask Jose or stuff like that. People that I trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some people like also like go on TikTok. You know, people that have like story time and all that. And it's like when I was like in high school,
Yeah.
or you know what big one is?
What?
Like for college, it's like what not to bring to college.
Yes.
I was
Things
like-
you need for college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, it's useful. I think that that's one of the good things about social media, especially TikTok, because sometimes I even end up using TikTok like Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just ask because the video format of answering questions makes it faster for me instead of going to Google and like trying to read and stuff.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's so sad. But it is true. Sometimes it just makes life easier. Who do
Yeah.
you go for advice?
I just gotta figure it out.
Really?
You just
Yeah.
thug it out yourself.
Yeah, like growing up, it's just always been like, oh no, you'll figure it out. Like oneself just gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
But not like advice. I guess sometimes my mom, because she's always asking. But is it like
So
like my
is
mom-
it a bias or is it like prying for stuff?
No, it's like
No comment.
Next
it's
question.
advice. Yeah.
Next question. I feel like every single parent like does that. Like every single parent wants to know what's going on in their kid's life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that it was like that for me early on. Like, but then I kind of. I like privacy, so I stopped asking my parents, but now we're in this new season of life in which they see me as an adult. So when I come to them, it's like, hey, like I need your advice. I want your advice. So it's different. Rather than like whenever I was younger, like let's say in high school, I was still trying to figure out life. And because of their concern for me, it's like they wanted to they wanted me to tell them everything, but I didn't want to tell them my stuff. But now it's like, hey, I am growing and I want to know what you think about this. So it's different.
yeah. I never like really shared with them either. Like I find myself sharing like not a lot but a little bit to my friends and stuff, but like to my
Yeah.
parents, no, I've never really even talked to stuff like that with them.
I think you're a very reserved person as well. Like you handle your business alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I try sometimes to be like, Jose, I'm here. Like, if you
No.
ever, he never does it. Yeah, but I do. Like, sometimes I'll just like, when I was in college and he was still in high school, I would just go to his room and be like, "Do you want me to tell you this?" He would like, "No," and I would sit down and like just tell him.
And if you ask me right now if I remember most of the stuff, no.
But yeah,
But yeah. So yeah, we all rely on people for advice. It can be like parents, how you talk, friends, TikTok, you know.
Mhm.
But sometimes some friends that you think they're friends, might not have like the best interest in,
Yeah.
like at heart for you. You know, like sometimes maybe like especially like I've seen with girls more. There's like a little like rivalries.
Oh, rivalries. Yeah.
Libraries.
Rival.
No.
Anyways, but yeah, it's like so you always gotta be careful with like where you get your advice from.
Yeah, you want to find somebody that's mature
Mm-hmm.
to get your advice because that's why I usually go to older people because they've already experienced life.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be like in high school, you would go to your friends and like they would not be giving you the best advice.
Yeah, because at the same time, they're your same age. They don't know all the stuff either. Like they
Yeah.
haven't like lived through the stuff, you know.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Like,
Yeah.
oh no, yeah, I would definitely do it. Yeah.
like you wouldn't go to your 13-year-old friend to ask for like taxes and like advice on taxes or anything like that. Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't file taxes at 13.
Yeah.
But
No, you're right. Not the best.
But like let's say like whenever you're in high school or middle school and it's like the first time that you're like interested in like romantic relationships and obviously whenever you're young you don't know and it kind of embarrasses you.
Yeah.
Embarrass however you say it embarrasses you to go to your parents and ask for help. So you go to
I was thinking about it.
sorry. So you go to like your friends and you usually get the advice you want from your friends.
Yeah.
You're kind of being like, I'm right? And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. A lot of people are just like supporting.
Yeah, like
Or like, they back you up. They make you feel like you're in the good, but like it might not be.
yeah,
But they're just trying to be a good friend.
yeah,
But in reality, it's not really helping you because it might even push you down like further down in the hole.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so you really got to be careful with that. So yeah, do you like how you said earlier? Do you like actually listen to their advice, you know, or do you just ignore it? Because sometimes people be giving out advice when you don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Like some people think like they're like the people like they know what they're talking about. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
Like, I guess.
I now that I'm more mature, I do listen to I listen to people's advice, but I ask God to give me discernment because somebody might care about you, but they could be giving you the wrong advice.
Yeah.
So I just basically what I do is I listen. I try to not make a face. That's hard.
Yeah.
I try not to make a face, and I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I think about it by myself, and I'm like, I mean, I don't think that's the right way that I should be going by. And usually I just base it off like, is that something that would go against the Bible?
Yeah.
And if it does go against the Bible, then I know like, probably not.
Absolutely no.
Or like the Lord may be telling me like if there's doubt in my mind, I'll probably God is not a he's not a confusing God.
Yeah.
So if there's like doubt in my mind, I'll probably be like, okay, I'll just listen, thank the person, and I'll make my own decision because in the end, it's your personal decision.
Yeah. And yeah, like how you said, like God's like a straightforward guy. Like he's not like, oh yeah, or, no, it's like straightforward. He has the best interest, like our best interests at heart. He wants us to succeed. He wants us to do everything good when we follow him, when we follow his will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, God tells us everything. On this Bible verse I want to share with y'all right now is Matthew 7:26. And, well, it's actually from Matthew 7:24, verse 24 to 27. And it's talking about the parable about the two builders. So one, he built a house on sand. The other one built a house on the rocks. One had a more firm foundation. And then when the storm came, the one on the sand got washed away. The one on the rock, it survived everything. It was fine. So, yeah. So the verse 26, it says, "And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. So we are given advice and everything, by people and everything. We can listen to it. We can just ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes with God, God is like an all-powerful, all-knowing being.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not listening to the one guy that can be like,
No.
he's 100% like right and everything, what are we doing?
No.
Like he tells us like in the Bible, we might not like it.
Yeah.
Most of the time we will not like it. But we just gotta listen to it and we gotta put it into practice. We can't just, like,
We can't pick and choose what
Mhm.
we're gonna obey
yeah.
and not obey.
Yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to be all in Christians, all in followers of Christ.
All in. That's a good song too.
Yeah.
I like that song.
All in,
Sing it.
all in.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's a,
But yeah, it's just a good thing to think about how advice, where we get our advice from and
Yeah.
everything. Like, parents and everything, like they give good advice and everything, But the first person we should be looking for advice is God.
Yeah. Actually, I've been going through a season change in my life. And I would just go to my mom and my dad and tell them, like, kind of just rant. And, like, they would just listen and, like, be like, okay, yeah. Like, and they would give me advice. But then my mom, she'd be like, well, have you prayed?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. But have you prayed? Yeah. But have you prayed? Like, actually, consistently ask God to help you, to show you. And I was like, this is like, hey, I'm confessing my sin here. I already asked for forgiveness. But I was like, oh my goodness. Like, what is prayer going to do? That was my thought. I just want an answer right now. And I'm sorry, God, but hey, it's true. I told my mom, I was like, but God is not answering.
Yeah.
He's taking his time. And I said, and I want it now. So my mom was like, don't you dare talk to God like that. And I was like, oop. And because it's like whenever you're frustrated, whenever you're in a very tough circumstance, you want the answer right now. You want to leave that place. You're not comfortable, so you want out.
Yeah.
But my mom reminded me, who do you have to go first? God. Did you pray? Did you ask? Did you surrender everything to him? Or are you just coming to people?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, dang. So I was upset. And then, God, obviously, that was my mom convicting me. And, the Holy Spirit. And then I was like, God, I'm so sorry. And, I had my little time with Jesus. And then the next day I went to my mom and I was like, hey, Mom, I'm sorry that I reacted that way because what you were telling me was the right thing. I just wanted to do it all by myself and not depend on him. Even though I say and think I'm depending on him,
Yeah.
I still want to do what I want in my time, even though God's answer might be yes, no, or wait. And it's clear now. Now I see it that it was a wait.
Yeah.
Because my problems are fixing themselves. I mean, we had that conversation outside, and it's just showing that my problems, my situation, it's fixing itself.
Yeah.
I just needed to wait. I needed to be patient and trust him.
Yeah.
And my mom was the one that told me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, there's a little story of how God talked to me in the last couple of weeks.
Set you straight.
Yeah.
Man, turn around, man. Hey. I told you this, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So we all need a little whack in the head every once in a while.
Yeah.
A good, healthy whack.
Good, healthy whack.
Yeah. I received a good amount of those when I was little.
Have y'all
Maybe a little too
received?
much.
So, y'all remember that video? I think
got
my
it.
skull
He
is
got
pretty
it. He got
strong,
it.
so
He got it.
I
He
think
got
I'm
it.
good.
Oh, I saw you posted it.
I did.
He posted the video of him
I
following
posted it.
When?
All my friends were like, "You gotta post it. Like, you can get a lot of views and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, But that was
When?
an hour, after it happened. My head was hurting, my knee was hurting, everything was hurting. I was not in the mood for all that. But yeah, I posted it. Regardless of that, not being part of anything that we were talking about.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all can find us ADAW podcast on on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can find us on LifeWord on Facebook. We also post there.
Yeah, our full videos are there,
Yup.
which you're probably watching it from there.
Yeah. And we post every single Friday at 10 or around 10. Depends. We're not the best people with timing.
No,
We
it
try.
is at 10.
We try. We try our hardest. I think today was like 10, right?
It was scheduled last night, so
We did good this weekend.
Whenever Hasid doesn't do it.
Okay. I got here before 10. I was about to do it and everything. I was like, what is this little video right here? It was already scheduled. I wasn't told.
I sent
Oh,
it
yeah, she sent it.
yesterday that I schedule it in all places.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
No, it's not your fault. We're not pointing. But guys, if you like a short form video, we also create small reels and TikToks, which is basically having our full conversation in short versions. And if you have a short attention span, there you go. We're trying to help you.
I think we all suffer from that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a tad. Just a tad. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we shall see y'all next week.
Bye, guys.